Good morning, magandang umaga, and welcome to today's episode of My PI Dream. Today is Tuesday, and it is Bill Day 89. Yes, Bill Day 89 on the bill schedule out at Villa Feliz. And today, it's a beautiful morning. You can see it is absolutely beautiful. There's not any wind. It's very still, and which probably means it's going to be hot today out at the Baje Cubo and at the Bill site. We have a visitor coming at sometime this afternoon, hopefully this morning, because we have a scheduled brownout out there between 12 and 3, but it really doesn't affect anything too much except for the fact that I can't do anything online with my computer and all. So that being said, I need to get a fan. One day this week I have several things that I have to get for the house here, and one thing I'm going to get for the Baje Cubo out at Villa Feliz is a small fan inside there, because after doing that work yesterday I realized, boy, it would have been really nice to have some wind blowing after I kind of washed myself off after the work, and it was really hard because I started sweating immediately afterwards. Oh, and also before I take off, a warm shout out to the husband of one of our users, Joe Mag. Joe Mag is actually a neighbor and works out at the local bank here in Lipa. So to your husband, who is, I imagine, an OFW in KL, a warm shout out to you as well. So anyway, let's get the day started. I know today we're going to be, with the good weather, they're going to be working back on those beams again. And I hope that we continue doing work and make progress inside the basement area. So anyway, without further delay, let's get today's video underway. Good morning, Michelle.
Hi, good morning.
How are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
Anyway, I will talk to you when I get off this afternoon. Magandang umaga.
Hello.
Hello. Thank you so much for making the tortang talong yesterday. That was such a surprise. So what are you cooking tonight?
Oh, this longganisa and chicken tinola. As usual.
I will do chicken tinola. No? I will see you tonight. Have a good day. Hi, good morning. Good morning, everybody. How are you?
I'm Antonio's wife.
Whose wife?
Antonio.
Antonio. Oh, it's nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Oh, who is this? Who's this? Where did you come from? Yes, I never see you down here. It's
I just came last night.
Just last night. From where?
From London.
From London. Are you living in London? Or are you living here or visiting? You're staying here now. Ah, well, it's good. I'm glad to see you. Very nice. Very nice. What? She said. What? What? No. I will see you later. Bye. Bye. See you later, Louise. See you. Good. See you later. I thought that was a statue. I thought Walter had created this really neat statue for his display on the front of his store. Well, anyway, I don't know if you noticed it this morning, but there was a change in the dynamics of walking down the street when I first left the apartment, because usually there's all those kids that are there, and I love seeing their smiling faces and chatting with them first thing in the morning. Well, they were not there, and it's because this is back to school week, and there's two effects that are caused by back to school week, and that's I don't get to see all the wonderful kids there this morning, but it also means that good morning. It also means that I lose water like extra early in the morning. I lost water at it was like 4:45. There was no more water inside there, so I'm gonna have to move my schedule back maybe by another 15 minutes, so I don't have to take one of the bucket baths in the morning. So anyway, but I did get to see Amber, because Amber doesn't go to regular school, so it was kind of neat that I got to see her, and that was one consolation of the day. So as you can see, as usual, everybody working busy as can be out here this morning. All the major areas are being actually attended to. Some of the concrete hollow blocks in the basement, which is a generator room, which I really don't care so much about the interior walls. I would really like for them to work on all the exterior walls first. And then we have beam construction being done, and we have evacuation of the earth works down in the basement so we can clear that area out. So each one of the areas are being attended to that I would like to see get done today. I tell you, it is really hot out here this morning. It's what was it, like 9 o'clock or something like that? Now I want you to look. It's like it's the heat is I'm already starting to get drenched inside here, so I'm gonna have to go into commando mode here pretty soon. And I am going to have to, this week when I go and get some cleaning, I got to get some cleaning supplies for the apartment. When I go, I am going to pick up a fan for Bahay Kubo. I have to have one inside here for the moments when there isn't a breeze out here. So anyway, I want to show you, this is the main segment of the mango twins. And I want you to see this new growth right here, this portion right here. And this guy, he's still in a plant pot down here. I don't want him to get too big. What'll happen is as he grows, and he gets compression of some of his roots, we're going to take him out, we'll transplant him into a bigger pot and put it back in the ground. I don't want the roots actually going into the earth right now, because this isn't the final resting spot. And most of the coconut trees, most of the plants here are in pots inside the ground. Now this mango is not. And this guy over here, he's the twin of that one over there, the part of the polyembryonic a seed that I had, and sprouted 2 different growths. And he's not as healthy as the other one, but we're gonna give him a chance. And I want to show you something. Do you remember when I cut off the other one of these? I took on this papaya and this papaya over here. These are the ones that I got from my the mother of my builder. And these right here, I cut off the other section, and normally you just throw them away. So I put it inside my Bahay Kubo plant hospital over here, the little piece that I cut off, which is this guy right here and this guy right here. And I just wanted to see if I could get some roots. And look, this guy is actually, he's gonna root. I guarantee he's gonna root. Now this guy, this is one that I actually cut off, and it had no roots also. This was way back, this was 3 or 4 months ago, remember? And I just stuck him in this coconut tree seedling is in a pot in the ground, and I just stuck this guy in there also at the same time. And I said, I gave him a 50-50 chance. Well, he is actually growing back, and he's going to make a papaya tree also. So I don't know if it's the soil that's so rich here, or I don't know. Maybe I have a green thumb. Well, anyway, before I plug everything up and get started here in my Bahay Kubo home office here, one of the subscribers asked the question yesterday that I noticed, and he says, can you give me the dimensions, or can you show me the layout of your basement where your truck is going to go, so I can get an idea how your truck is going to fit inside here. So I'm going to give you some dimensions. We're going to play. I haven't even tested that, but I know it's going to fit. But let's take some dimensions of the truck and the opening and the space that's inside the basement where it will actually be living, and we'll see how it fits. Well, anyway, the truck isn't really that big. It's a Hilux. The Hilux is only, let's show the dimension on this one right here. So the dimension on the Hilux, I know there's inside, you could look it up. We're gonna look. So we're gonna say, and this is optimistic. This is outside. It's about 6 foot. It's about 180 centimeters, or about 6 foot. And the length of it, the length is about, well, this is a 5 meter. This is a 5 meter tape rule. So it's just a little over 5 meters. So let's go take this information and go inside the basement and see how it's going to fit inside the basement. So this is the entrance to the garage. We're driving in, so the width is like 5 meters. So it's actually 5 meters from column to column on the outside. So it's about it's around 430 centimeters. So 4.3 meters inside between the columns. So definitely no problem with the sides of the vehicle holding any column on there. So let's take a look at the depth. So it's going to be that way all the way through, because all the columns are, actually it's wider, because the next column that you go to is a little bit more width inside there. We'll look at the depth from the coming in to the opposite end of where the vehicle will park. This point right here is 5 meters. This is another 5 meters to this point, and 2.5 meters. So that would be about 12.5 meters in depth, which means it's basically a little over 2 vehicle lengths from end to end. Then let's go between the spaces between the wall from the comfort room and the stairs up here to the nearest column on this side. And that space, like I said, is a little bit wider. That's a little over 5 meters. So that's basically about the width. The section here in the center is the length of the vehicle itself. Then you have this open space over here, this area right here. Let's take a look at this space, because you could actually drive the vehicle in here, pull it up into this space, possibly back into here, and then turn the vehicle around inside. I believe we will be able to maneuver in here, but let's check that real quick. So, from the back wall to this first column is 3.6 meters. Remember, the truck is 5 meters long. But if you were actually going to try to back it into this location here, when you pulled in, you would actually go to this side of the garage area, and then angle your vehicle to the front over there by the storage room and the back wall. Let's do that real quick. So from the front of the vehicle to right here in the corner, it's about 4.3 meters. The width of this little nook in here, and that opening right there is 3.8 meters. So that wall is going to be open over here. There will be no closing on this wall. There will be no closing on this wall. So I believe it's potentially possible to put the vehicle front up into that area. It might take a couple of moves back into here and then bring it back out this way and go forward. I don't know. I won't know until I try. Worst case scenario is I'll just back the vehicle out, but I think it can be maneuvered. Anyway, this is the basement, and this is a continuation from the can I fit my truck inside the basement or turn it around or navigate or do whatever I need to do. So anyway, let's take a look at what we have right here. It's this way, but okay, this is going to be the front, the entrance into the basement. It's going to be a 4.3 meter width entryway, and this is coming from outside coming in. And then it grows between these columns over here to these columns over here. The length is, or the width is going to be 4.8 meters. Again, right here, 4.8 meters, and this is the west wall back here. So this, we don't care how wide this is because that's a wall. And so if we actually tried to bring the vehicle in through here and kind of hang it over to the right just a little bit and try to turn it around into this area, this is a 3.8 meter area right here, and there will not be a wall there. This is going to be opening. For some reason, if I had to pull it up this way and move it out and come back again, this 3.2 meters. So if anybody who has a big field, a field of dreams, and they want to see if my truck can fit inside here and navigate back, if they have some cones or anything like that, and you are up to it, let me know if I'm going to be able to park my truck in there and turn it around. The truck actually, these are some of the numbers right here. This is what I measured. The width is 230 centimeters by 530 centimeters, which is the length from the rear bumper to the front. And this is what they advertise here. They advertise 182 centimeters wide. Well, I think the reason there's a discrepancy between what I put and what the Toyota people are saying is this is with the mirrors open. I actually, of course, if you're going to be parking somewhere, you have to make sure that your mirrors are clear. And 534 centimeters, which is a little over 5, almost 5.5, is the length of the truck. So about 5.5 meters long by right about 2.5 meters wide. So anyway, if anybody's up to it, you have my blessing to let me know if this stuff is gonna fit. It's a shower. So anyway, I've had a great opportunity to have some visitors come down today. You know, I said yesterday on the channel that we always get visitors here at Villa Feliz, and we always sit and buy when we have the opportunity to chat. So today I had some folks that came down from the north, and this is actually David, and this is David's fiance Ruby over here. And just tell me a little bit, or tell everybody a little bit about where you're coming from and why you came down to Lipa, why you came down to visit me here today.
Well,
and
because I actually came down to Lipa because before I came over here from the States, I got hooked on watching My PI Dream, and I found James to be very engaging, and I also had a lot of questions I wanted to ask about.
Wait, I didn't pay him to say any of this, all right?
That's true, he didn't. A little later, okay, James? No, he didn't pay me to say this. But I plan to retire here in the Philippines. I already have one degree from the Philippines, but I've spent 40 years in military total time, and over 30 years of that being active duty. I met my soon-to-be wife, who was working in Daman, Saudi Arabia, and we met here. We had a time that we had set up to meet, and while we were here, I had questions, and I explained to her that my plans were to come back, retire here, and live in the Philippines because I've always loved this country.
And, where is your family from? I know it's up north. That's the name of the town up north where you're from?
I'm from Cervantes.
And that's almost way up north,
Yes,
right?
very far in Manila.
Very far up north. So so for you guys, your plans are you're going back to the U.S. You're doing like a fiance visa, then you're going to get married, and then you're looking about doing something back over here. And you're still looking for different places. You're looking right now. You're also looking in this area right around here. But the school, because you're going to be doing nursing school, right?
Right. I plan to go back to nursing school, and I was accepted at a nursing school called Lormar.
Yeah.
And it's in San Fernando, La Union, right up on the coast in Ilocos Sur.
Yeah, I think that's great that people want to continue pursuing education and pursuing careers. And it doesn't matter how old you are when it comes to things like that. If it's a passion, right? It's a passion. It's something that you should always follow your passion.
And it also gives me the opportunity to. Being a logistician is great while I was in the service, but this will give me an opportunity to give back to people here.
Yeah.
I can always volunteer in a hospital and actually help, not guide them to the parking lot.
So how about your ride down here today?
Wonderful. It was wonderful. It was painless. It was very inexpensive.
Yeah.
And when we got to the SM Mall here in Lipa, we were picked up by a trike driver, and that was very easy. And it was easy to get out here. But the trip from Manila to here was wonderful.
Oh, great.
It was an hour and a half.
So the trike driver that actually picked these guys up he was my service. If you ever need a personalized trike service here who speaks good English, and especially if you're coming out here, because he knows exactly how to deliver you out here to Tierra Maria. But his name is Errol, and I always, anytime anybody comes out here and they need a ride in from SM Lipa, he was pretty fast coming out to pick you guys
Very
up
fast
there, right?
coming out, and the new security at the gate, they only strip searched me once.
So anyway, yeah, so anyway, these guys came down and they're looking, they looked at the house, and we talked about the house a bit. We talked a little bit about your career
and yours,
and my career, and things like that, and your plans and things that you're going to do in the future. And so, well, anyway, I hope you guys, your dreams are all fulfilled, and you have a wonderful life. So I'm going to close this right now. Then we're going to continue doing a conversation, and then if you have any more questions about the house, then we'll actually, if you want to do a walkthrough, we can actually do a walkthrough. We'll just have to be real careful because it's like a war zone out there with like the bomb. Yeah. So we'll just have to be real careful. So we're going to chat a little bit more here, and then we'll get back to work on the house at some point. But having fun with visitors is more fun for me right now. So we'll be back in a little bit. Well, alrighty now, it's 5:10, and David and Ruby just left, so didn't get to see what a lot of stuff that went on down inside the basement. So I'm gonna go look in there real quick right now. I got to see what they did on the beams on the top, but I did not get to see what went downstairs. So let's do a real quick walkthrough, see what was accomplished today. That ended up being a long visit today, but it was fun. We had a great time. We did a lot of good chatting, and I think I learned David's life history. So let's go ahead and see what went on today. Again, we're already up here. Let's kind of, well, that beam wasn't there, that beam wasn't there. We got beam work on the back, so we're rocking on beams. But I still have to walk up there and take a look at all the splices, and I'll do that tomorrow. That was supposed to be on my my daily bucket list for today. So believe it or not, we are still digging here. I spoke with the worker who was actually working down here today, and I let him know we actually have to go beyond, because you see the wall went here, and the wall is actually, you see where it matches up to the column over here? Well, I said we have to actually go back far enough so that we can stand back here and we can apply the weatherproofing and do the, because there will be a drain pipe, a corrugated drain pipe. It's got to run back here all the way through, and we're not to that point right there. So we have to go back almost 1 meter, so we have enough room to do the actual work. So that's what he was working on today. And I don't think we have anybody no guests for tomorrow. So I think tomorrow I might get back in my combat gear and actually work with them on digging that. I want to get that knocked out. We can knock that out together in, I'm going to say, 2 hours. So we will do that tomorrow. Let's see what we have going on here. I don't think we did any more action on this one, but what I did notice is one of the things I spoke with my contractor a few days ago is that we need to make sure that these concrete hollow blocks on the opposite side here of the wall, that we have rebar going on, because this is going to be a retaining wall back here, and they put these up without the rebar. It's not a big deal because we're going to have a 4-inch block on the inside. So what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to end up drilling holes through the 6-inch concrete hollow block here, setting rebar through, putting it on an L for a hook, and then setting it into the 4-inch concrete hollow block that's going to be on the inside, which will be fine. It's just going to be a little bit more extra work. If we would have done that while we were actually putting up the 6-inch on the outside, it would have been very easy. We'll make sure that we don't make that mistake again later. So this wall, remember this morning, I think this wall was, about this level right here. Well, now it's only one more layer to go, and they'll be done with this wall. This will be the door into the generator room. Hello, generator room. And this is where we're at. And this wall, was this wall here this morning? I don't think this wall was here. So we got, oh, that's new. That wasn't there. So we got that done. You see, I didn't have an opportunity to come down here and look at any of this stuff. So that portion's done. So I think the main focus was upstairs for the beams. But also, I noticed that my builder was actually working on plumbing back here. I could smell the PVC cement and things like that. So, he ran this one pipe right here. So this is the pipe for the black water for the toilet from upstairs, coming down to the toilet here for the first floor bathroom, and it's going out this way, and that will be, I suspect that will be a vent. I don't know, I have to ask him about that one right there. It kind of look like Villa Feliz volcano. So anyway, I'm going to call it a day out here, and I know we didn't have a lot of content, but again, we focus more on our guests when we have guests out here. And then tomorrow I will spend a lot of time with the folks down in the basement area, and I'm going to try to lend a hand with whatever I can down there, whether it be digging out that wall or helping with some concrete hollow blocks. Anything that I can do to move us forward in the basement section and get that taken care of, so we can start focusing on the stuff on the top. I did not mention today I received a email from Solanda, the folks who are doing the solar hot water option here at Villa Feliz. And what I did was I gave them a confirmation that we are going with those folks. I think I have them up on the board. Yeah, they're going to be the ones that are going to do the solar heart installation, and it's Solanda Enterprises. So we are actually going to install the, I believe it is a 140 liter solar hot water heater on the top with the electrical backup in the event that it's too cloudy, or we exhaust the hot water from the solar activity during the day. So I will have to pay a, what do they call it? It's like a deposit, like a down payment. I have to pay something. I don't know, but it's 10%. So I will. They will be sending me the information on that, and we will get the deposit, and we will be setting up for the installation, which probably is going to be at least a couple months away. It will be when the roof is installed, but they'll take care of everything. So I'll work with those guys on that. So anyway, I think that's it. So I'm going to close out for today. So if you enjoyed today's video, please give me a thumbs up. Please share, and if you have not subscribed, please click on the little My PI Dream heart in the bottom right hand side of your screen. And if you do, you will be notified of all the videos that I upload on a daily basis or almost daily basis. So until tomorrow, which is going to be Wednesday, which is going to be build day 89, you have a wonderful day.